morning, everyone. Good morning, County Executive Chris Ronayne, County Council President Pernell Jones. Thank you to our host, Cleveland Cavaliers CEO and President Nick Barlage, along with the Board of Elections Director Anthony Perlotti and Cuyahoga County Sheriff Harold Patel. Thank you. We'll hear from them shortly. I am Yvonne Dorch, Voting Rights Coordinator for Cuyahoga County Health and Human Services. We are here today to recognize National Vote Early Day. National Vote Early Day was established to ensure voters educate themselves on their local, state, and national elections and to increase early voting. Whether by absentee ballot or in person, early voting can be easy for many residents. While it was originally targeted at young voters, Vote Early Day now includes educating all Americans on becoming more actively involved in the electoral process. It is 1 week until Election Day, and thousands of people have already cast their ballots, so to let their voice be heard and counted on Election Day. The Board of Elections has seen a steady number of early voters this year. As of yesterday, Cuyahoga County has had over 41,000 early voters processed. Let's keep that momentum going. I have the pleasure now of introducing Cuyahoga County Executive Chris Ronayne.
Thank you, Yvonne, and thank you for all you do, especially in these busy times. I want to say to my colleague, Council President Pernell Jones, thank you for being here today, and Director Perlotti from the Board of Elections. Thank you to all you and your staff. Your team's been phenomenal. And to Nick Barlage from the Cleveland Cavaliers, it's good to be in the house of the 4-0 Cavaliers today. Sheriff Patel, we thank you too, and we're just here to echo the support for National Early Voting Day. Vote Early Day. In fact, I have to give you just a little history as it was shared with me. Always the side notes in your notes. I want to read this. Vote Early Day was founded by MTV as a new civic holiday focused on helping every voter know how, where, and when they can vote early. Launched in the midst of the global pandemic, Vote Early Day became a critical resource to ensure no voter had to choose between their health and casting their ballot. In its first celebration, Vote Early Day attracted 134 premier partners and 2,700 general partners from every state in the nation. Over 3 million voters cast their ballots on Vote Early Day alone. We are really proud of the turnout here thus far, 41,000 plus voters already to the Board of Elections. I voted on the first day of open early voting days, and the line was long, and I want to thank voters for waiting it out for democracy. Your vote matters, your vote counts, and as you vote, our candidates and our initiatives take note. So thank you, and again, good morning. I want to thank Rock Entertainment Group and Cleveland Cavaliers CEO Nick Barlage and his team for not only hosting us, but for being a host site for voting here in the downtown neighborhood. It really matters, and as you know, this will be the polling location for the 2024 general election on Tuesday, November 5th. I'd also like to welcome County Council Pernell Jones and again Director Perlotti, who will discuss early voting in Election Day, and also County Sheriff Harold Patel, who will discuss plans for safe voting experiences for all. Vote Early Day is a nonpartisan voter mobilization effort to encourage the public to participate in the electoral process. All of you who are registered to vote, we encourage voting early. And I want to let you know that 7:30 tomorrow morning and on October 29th today, we have already opened the polls, but we will be open until 8:30 p.m. tonight. Vote Early Day is a great way to remind our residents that every vote matters. This year, there are many critical races and issues on the ballot throughout Cuyahoga County and the nation. By casting your vote, you will help shape your future, your community's future, and the world's for generations to come. So thank you. If you have any further questions about early voting, I would direct you to the Board of Elections website, and also in a minute we're going to have Director Perlotti up here. I thank our media partners for helping us get out the word, and it's now my pleasure to introduce my colleague at the County Council President, Pernell Jones.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Truly is a pleasure to be here today. I'm excited about this opportunity. I'm nervous too, a little bit. I think we all are, both excited and nervous. We watch the news, we've seen everything, but you have to get out and do something. We heard that before. We have to do something. That means we have to cast a vote. We have to knock on a door. We have to make a phone call. You have to do something. This is the most critical election, I think, in my lifetime. I had the opportunity to vote for the first time in 1992, presidential election. It rained, and every election after that, it rained. And then all of a sudden, 2008 came. 2008, and the excitement was for Barack Obama would become president, and the lines were around the corner at the Board of Elections. And I was standing in that line, just one of many, overwhelming the system. But we were there waiting to let our voice be heard. We talk all the time, don't we? We yell, we whisper, we speak. Our body language gives communication, but our vote is the other way that we can communicate. And if you have not cast your vote, your voice is not being heard. Regardless of who you think is going to win or lose, you need to cast that vote. And when I voted in 2008 for Barack Obama, it was a beautiful sunny day. And it's been sunny every day I voted since, because I've always voted early. Pick that nice day, your favorite day. If you're voting by mail, voting early, you can vote from home, where you can take time and go down that list, look at those judges to see which one gave you that ticket. All right, they impact your lives more than anyone else. Take your time, vote all the way down the ballot. That's how critical it is in this election, and in every election, we must cast that vote. So come on out and vote early. And if you have to, vote on that last day. Election day is the last day you can vote, Tuesday, November 5th. But it is time. It is time for us to act, to do something, to get out and cast that vote. And as I said, those lines might have been long and somewhat overwhelming in 2008. The lines are just as long now, but the system has gotten so much better. Our staff at the Board of Elections and Director Anthony Perlotti, who I'm introducing now, I just want to say thank you to your team and the incredible work that you all have done and continue to do. And I want him to be able to tell you everything they do to make the process smooth, to protect our democracy, to give you that opportunity to have your voice to be heard. So at this time, I want to introduce Director Perlotti. Please come at this time.
Hello, everyone. Voting is important, key, crucial, and what we do at the Board of Elections is we make this process simple and easy for everybody. And so what is early in-person voting? It is taking what happens at the polls on Election Day and presenting that to voters in Cuyahoga County for about a month's period. So we've been doing this for about 3 weeks. We have 6 days left to go, and you've heard we're about 42,000 Cuyahoga County registered voters have taken advantage of this. This is on track to be a record in Cuyahoga County, and I need individuals to take advantage of these next 6 days, today, and then Wednesday through Friday, 7:30 to 7:30, this Saturday, 8 to 4, and this Sunday, 1 to 5, to come down and vote. We need 18,000 people to come down so we hit that 60,000 mark, which is our goal, and we can do it. We can easily do over 3,000 people a day. So what do you need to do to come vote early in person? You need to bring photo ID. Yourself and photo ID, that's it. Unexpired driver's license, state ID, passport, whether booklet or card, and then either a federal ID, a VA card, or Ohio National Guard. And if you have that and you come in, we'll get you through the process. Now, you will stand in a line for a little bit, but we can push through about 400 people an hour, so we keep it moving. We have tents, so if it's raining, you can stay dry, and it's a positive, it's a festive environment. Everybody is there, no matter what your partisan affiliation is, everybody gets along, because they're just there to be excited about voting and democracy. So we look forward to you coming down. We need you to go to our website at boe.cuyahogacounty.gov. From there, you can see the various parking lots around the building that we've rented, so you can come and get easy access to the building. We work with Sheriff Bertel and his staff to make sure that traffic control is okay, that voters are safe, so it's a great environment for that. And there's almost 900,000 registered voters in Cuyahoga County. All of you are able to come vote early in person. So no matter which of the 59 communities you live in, we have your ballot there for you. We will print it on demand for you to participate. And one of the things that we love is that we see families coming and they bring their kids. And we have a kids ballot where they get to participate in the process. It's separate, so we're not tabulating that for, for our candidates, but they vote. They get a sticker, they get a packet, and we're creating that next generation of voters. So it's just a great opportunity for everyone to come down. And I am extremely thankful for our partnership with the Cleveland Cavaliers. So this building is a polling location on Election Day. It's but only for 3 precincts, and really it's this downtown Cleveland area. And the Cavs, we work with them to make sure they have people out there. It's a big building, but they help you get to the right entrance. They help us out with getting parking here. And so it's just a great resource and a great place for those individuals to come. If you want to know if you're eligible to vote here, again, our website, boe.cuyahogacounty.gov. If you know your last name and your date of birth, which I think you should probably do, you can look up your information on our website, and it'll tell you exactly where you need to go if you're eligible to go here, or no matter where you live in Cuyahoga County, where you're supposed to go. So with that, we want to make sure that you get down. We want to break that record. We want to hit 60,000 early in-person voters. And I'd like to introduce the CAV CEO, Nick Barlich, who's going to come up and talk a little bit more about that partnership.
I was just saying to county executive, about the only good thing that came out of the pandemic for us was we were able to transition this building into a polling site in November of 2020. And first, and thank you to the county executive. Thank you to County Council President, Director Perletti, Sheriff Patel for being here. Yvonne, for all of your great work. We know that you breathe life into all these things and make it all come together, so thank you so much. It is really important for us, and I do go back to the pandemic for just a second, where this is an 850,000 square foot building, and we really, at the end of the day, thought, and we still do, think that this is really Cleveland's community center in a lot of ways. And it ultimately is a platform to unite and bring people together for sporting events, for concerts, and we've had just a great run of all those things here over the last couple of weeks. And so for us to be able to partner with the county and partner with the elections group as well, the elections team, I should say, to make this a polling location to serve downtown is so important to us. One, we think it's important because we get to utilize the space we have. We get to utilize the perimeter of which we can keep secure, and we can make sure that people feel welcome as they come here to place their vote. We hope you get out and vote early. As I saw this morning, there's almost 50 million Americans have already voted early, and that's just an incredible thing, but something we want to continue to reinforce as we go forward over the next week, that this can be a place for you to cast your vote coming up 1 week from today. The other thing I would just note is that our league, the NBA, the National Basketball Association, since 2022, we've actually stopped playing games on Election Day to prioritize the spirit of America and to prioritize the choice that people have to vote. And we think that is such an important thing for people to have the flexibility, to have the versatility, to be able to cast their vote no matter where they live, no matter what they have going on. We think it's a vital component of the American spirit and a vital component of life here in society every single day. And so, once again, I do want to thank our partners. It does not happen without Director Perletti, without Sheriff Patel, your group keeping these polling locations safe, County Executive Ronayne, and County Council President Pernell Jones. Thank you all so much for all the work that you do, and to Yvonne for helping us weave all of these things together. Thank you all for being here. And we look forward to all that happens over the next week. And please, if you live downtown, to Director Perletti's note earlier, if you live downtown, come cast your vote right here at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Now we'll hear from Cuyahoga County, Sheriff's Department, Harold Patel. Thank you again, Nick.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for your attention here. It's very important that we ensure we secure Election Day, and I can tell you a few things that we're doing from the Sheriff's Department in Cuyahoga County, and also in partnership with the Buckeye State Sheriff's Association across our great state. First of all, it is an all-hands-on-deck approach for us that starts with activation of the Emergency Operations Center, collaborating with Real-Time Crime Center, Fusion Center, the STAC in Columbus, to make sure that if there are any threats detected or any issues that arise within our area of operation, we can say, hey, this happened over here with this individual, this description, this vehicle, it's happening over here also. we can certainly gather that intelligence and take some action. Partnership. Partnership with our local partners, meaning all of the municipal police departments, informing them that, hey, we're available and what our plan is, and our federal partners in case there's a federal response necessary. The Sheriff's Department has divided the county into a series of sectors. Each of those sectors has a sergeant and a number of deputies that are a response force in partnership with the local police. If it's an issue, a voting issue, Director Perlotti's staff will take care of that. If it's an issue of a provisional ballot or someone's address or ID or blue ink or black ink, whatever it is, those issues are addressed by election staff. If it's an issue of disruption or criminal matter, we stand ready to take care of those, okay? I want everyone to understand, we're here to make sure that all of the almost 300 polling locations in Cuyahoga County are safe. A third of those are in the city of Cleveland. So strong partnerships, number one, activation of the Emergency Operations Center, deployment of the command bus so we can maintain interoperable communications in the event that something were to happen and our protective posture has to take a step up. We have already put those things in place so we can move up. Don't expect anything to happen. However, in contact with our intelligence sources, it's important to note that there's always the potential and that there are always anecdotal threats and things coming out. Nothing specific. When those come, we'll take the appropriate actions on those. But what people can do is, number one, report things. See something, say something. If something doesn't look right to you as you approach, just like you go to a Cavaliers game, just like you go to a festival, just like you go to any event, you know what looks right and what doesn't look right. It's election day. If something doesn't look right, there are a number of people you can inform. Any Board of Election staff, any uniformed member, whether it's a deputy sheriff, a patrol officer, or bus driver. Why? Because we are in communication with everyone through the Emergency Operations Center. So please, if you see something, say something, because there are more eyes and ears out there than we have. But we stand ready in Cuyahoga County to make sure we support democracy on Election Day. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff Patel, for that information. Thank you all so much for joining us today. We are excited to see many of our fellow citizens registering and exercising their right to vote. We encourage all registered voters to research their ballot, know their polling location, and make a plan to vote. Today, October 29th, is Vote Early Day, and it is also the deadline to submit your mail-in ballot applications into the Board of Elections. They must be received by 8:30 p.m. today. Remember, voting in person at the Board of Election ends on Sunday at 5 p.m. For more information, again, contact the Board of Elections at boe.cuyahogacounty.gov. Thank you. If you have any individual questions, they will be taken off podium. This concludes our prepared remarks. Thank you.